What's your thoughts on utilizing LinkedIn? Are you a big fan of that for building networks? And there's a thing on LinkedIn. Oh, you have to have 500. It sounds kind of contrary to your message tonight. But when do you think it's like more? Is there an effective tool for you that you use it for in LinkedIn? That's really what I'm getting to.
Okay, so if you look at the illustration I gave you, there's your people who are on your outer circle,
Mhm.
the people who are on your inner circle, and the people who are in your really on your inner circle, right? There's your tertiary circle, your all three levels, right? The people who know you could be thousands. The people who you work with could be hundreds. But the people who you're truly close to, we're in their 20s and 30s.
Mhm.
When it comes to that inner circle, people that you have a mutual trust with, right?
Yeah.
And so you can't afford to have thousands of people, but LinkedIn is a great way to begin to narrow that down. I go through my LinkedIn network. Well, I can't say I've done this recently, but I used to do this every year. I go through my LinkedIn network and I purposely got rid of, at least 20% of them. People who have had no contact with, people I've had no relationship with, people I've had no communications with, and they're just there, right? Because I have over 27,000 now connections on LinkedIn. And I'm an early adopter of LinkedIn. So I started using LinkedIn 25 years ago, probably when they first got started. And I was one of the early adopters on the West Coast, on the East Coast of using it. In fact, I left my financial services career because one of the things they were trying to keep me from doing was participating in social media. And I thought, well, this is a ridiculously stupid thing, and I recognized what they were fearful of at the time, but I wasn't fearful of that. And so I knew I wasn't going to say or do anything that was untoward, but they couldn't control the messages that went out to the mass market. And they didn't want anybody who held a financial advisor license to do that. And so I was like, you know what, I need to find a new career. And that's when I started my coaching practice, because it was just, that's a whole different story. It has nothing to do with your question. But yes, I think LinkedIn is amazing. It is the most effective professional networking tool out there. And I've used it for many, many years. And I could teach you 1,000 different strategies of how to use LinkedIn, but it's great for sifting out the people in your network who, aren't necessarily good fits, and you just disconnect from them. If you find the people that aren't working for you, you weed the garden. I used to weed the garden every year. Now the garden's too big, it's too big. So but I only pay attention to the people that I pay attention to.
Right.
People that are relevant. I can't pay attention to it all anymore. I can't read every post. I can't, share every link. I can't. I have to narrow it down. So I go and I search for the things that are important to me and the people that are important to me that's already within my network, and I pay attention to them. That's kind of how I use it now.
Okay. Great.